Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
약간 얼굴이 바뀌었는데?
We're here.
아, 이분이 아버지구만. 약간 얼굴이 바뀐 것 같네 또.
Let's go.
어디 도착한 거지? 아, 지구 멸망을 막을 대신전. 아, 엔딩 때 대신전을 향하고 있었었나?
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
뭐야. 순간이동하네. 왜 데스몬드는 짐을 안 들까? 짐을 들어야지. 같이 옮겨줘야지. 또 문이구나.
I think we're here.
오. 워허우. 야, 이거 떨어뜨렸잖아. 야, 이런.
You must find the key.
Son?
Sir.
뭐야?
Here we go again.
익숙한가 보네. 기절.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though.
데스몬드 약간 늙었다.
I guess that's why she triggered the
그래픽이
bleeding
바뀌다니
effect.
약간 늙었는데.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Watch the
깜짝이야.
front there.
놀래라.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world.
와우,
Time to
뭐야,
find
새로운
out what the
사람이네?
temple wants from you.
뭐지? 아, 카메라 시점.
Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
아, 1754년 4월 18일 헤이던 캐레이
Be quick
29살.
about it. Don't expect to be here long.
영국의 마스터.
I'll bring her round at once.
에치오로부터 230년 후. 오. 시퀀스 1. 아, 시작이네 벌써. 치명적인 오페라.
Invitation, please.
코번트 가든 왕립극장. 이야.
Shall I take your coat, sir?
이야. 약간 컴퓨터 같아졌는데.
Gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seat.
좌석을 찾으라고? 왜 근데 복장이 약간
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
여기 내 자리 맞아?
My apologies.
뭐 여기 내 자리 맞는 거야? 맞구나.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
황금색 목표. 저기 위에 있는 거 아닌가? 멀리도 있네.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
Since we live by them. Sir, Black Mall, that sick word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters.
인자가 없는 곳으로.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that our
1,000 pardons.
야, 그래픽은 굉장히 좋아졌다. 앉아 있어. 앉아 있어. 레지날드 버치. 레지날드 버치가 이제 스승. 이쪽으로 간다는 거. 뭐 어디로 가야 돼? 무대 뒤로. 오호. 근데 약간 감으로 해야 되네 이거. 괜찮긴 한데 감으로 해야 되네.
Well, I love to make them easy one way or other. When a gentleman is long kept in suspense, penitence may break his spirit ever after. Besides, certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk another without fear or sorrow.
오, 뭐야.
But it's a pleasure to be the messenger of comfort to friends in affliction. But 'tis now high time to look about me for a decent excuse.
거지의 오페라.
By whom one can get nothing till he's hanged. A register of the gang.
오호. 오호. 옆으로 가시고.
4. 5 gold watches. And 7 silver ones. A mighty clean-handed fellow. 16 snuff.
얘가 목표인가?
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
오마야, 못 본 거로 하자. 사람 엄청 많다. 와, 바글바글하다. 자, 지나갑시다. 저 비켜봐. 지나갈게.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
약간 목소리가 해리포터 누구 닮았나?
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
아니구나.
By your command.
아니네.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that to be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site on this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Haytham, and bring honor to us all.
뭐야, 뭐 한 것도 없는데 끝났네?